Hey guys, it is that time of the year again. We're gonna be talking about all of my 2024 favorites. They are the products that I have reached most for in 2024. I have a lot of Amazon favorites. I got some household items, mostly makeup and beauty. By the way, I'm Izzy. If you like makeup, everything beauty related, just go ahead and consider subscribing. We got a lot to talk about, so grab a snack, get cozy, get a Rita. Let's just jump on into it. My first favorite is turned on and it's ready to go. This is the Wavy Talk Pro steaming brush. This girl on TikTok sold me. She had all of this long curly frizzy hair. The way that she smoothed out her hair with this and so quickly, and she had like she had a big frizz ball, and I couldn't believe it. If you have a hair straightener at home, toss it out. This will get your hair done so quickly, so seamlessly, and with way less damage than with a regular straightener. Right now, my hair is just air dry, so this uses steam as opposed to a hot iron. I get my hair straightened in less than 10 minutes with this. The moment that I tried this, I was like, no way did that straighten my hair. And look how shiny that is. Look at this. My hair was done in literally 8 minutes. I timed it. My next favorite is this top I am wearing. This top here is from Amazon. This is literally the most simplest top. It looks so elegant. It is very inexpensive. So this is a household item. It is gonna be the most randomness thing. One of my friends, she just ordered it on Amazon for me. It's actually an egg steamer. So simple. All you have to do is put on your eggs in there, add a little bit of water, and you just press this button, and automatically after 10 to 12 minutes, it just beeps and your eggs are done. I didn't think I would be using this as often as I did. You can put this on in the morning, do your makeup, do your hair, do your morning skincare routine, and your eggs will be done. Like 10 minutes, and it just beeps, and it makes the eggs perfectly. I have no idea how much I needed this in my life. This entire year, I have dived deep into the Korean skincare game. Super deep. Korean skincare is life-changing. I'm pretty sure you've seen me recommend this many times again. This is the Kos RX Snail Mucin Cream. I'm gonna always talk about this because this is my new nighttime moisturizer. I put this on at the end of all of my skincare steps, and it just locks in the moisture. The next day I wake up and I just feel like my skin had a facelift. Snail Mucin, this is legit stuff right here. This is the Numb Buzzin' Skin Softening Serum. If I don't use this after my toner, my skin does not feel as soft the next day. There's something in this that it truly does what it says. It is a skin softening serum. It does not go on greasy. It doesn't go on sticky. It just glides on super nice in a hydrating way, and it absorbs quickly. Love, love, love this one. This was sent to me by the brand Mixun. This is the Bean Essence. You apply it and it just feels so slippery. Every single time that I use it, all the skincare products absorb so much nicer into the skin after applying this. Beauty of the Joseon. This is the Reviving Eye Cream. I'm not gonna say that it just miraculously removes all your wrinkles and all your lines. There's something about this that makes your eyes just feel so nice and hydrated, and it does a good job. It does its thing. It hydrates your under eyes. I got a compliment the other day, and someone told me, you have not one crow's feet on your eyes. And I don't know if it's this, but guys, try this out. This is super nice. It comes in a little bottle like that, and you just pump out your eye cream. And the eye cream is just super nice and hydrated. It's just the perfect gel-like consistency. Love this. The SPF of the year for me is this one here. This one is from, don't even know the name of this company. I think it's called Jerkson. I love how my makeup applies on top of this. This sunscreen does not leave a white cast. It's Korean. It's an SPF 50. It's like an all-in-one primer and moisturizer and a sunscreen. I mean, I've just been loving this one. This is the Chloe, the original perfume. This is the perfume that I will wear if I'm gonna go out for dinner, if I'm gonna go out for an event, anywhere that's like fancy and nice, I will go with this one. Every single time that I wear it, I always get compliments. There's something about the oils of this perfume that really just sticks well to my skin, and it just smells like a very elegant woman. It's still youthful. The way that I'm dressed with this, like this is it. This is the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy hairspray. This has a maximum hold of 5. When you apply it, it doesn't feel sticky or grippy. You know, sometimes you have hairsprays that feel the stickiness and the weirdness, and it just like clumps at your hair. This does not do that. This feels so healthy for your hair. Not Your Mother's is a brand that is free from parabens. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, color safe, which is, now my hair, I have my balayage, so I want to make sure that everything I use is color safe. I have been a long time fan of Not Your Mother's. It makes you you feel like you're not doing anything bad to your hair. All right, let's get into the makeup because that's what we're here for. Let's start off with foundation. My number one foundation has been the House Labs foundation. Every single time I go to an event, I don't need to hesitate. I just know that there is that one foundation that I can always reach to that will make my skin look flawless. It is this one, you guys. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, a nice hydrating dewy finish, but it's not super glowy. It has the right amount of balance in the dewiness. It applies flawlessly. All your lines disappear. It doesn't accentuate your pores, your textures. This is my number one go-to. This is what I always take with me to travel. And what I also love too is how long lasting it is. You don't feel oily or greasy at the end of the day. For being a hydrating foundation and more on the dewier side, I was very surprised that my foundation just stayed in place. It did not move. It still felt very lightweight on the skin, so you don't feel like you have packed on so much coverage. This is just a very nice thin formula. This is my number one from the drugstore. It is worth the rave. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. It just blends flawlessly and so easily. I consider this a foundation. Higher coverage than a regular skin tint, blends so nicely and naturally on the skin. It has a beautiful, subtle, dewy glow. Definitely give this a try if you're looking for a drugstore foundation. Easily can pass up for a high-end foundation. The Tier foundation, you guys, this is absolutely worth the crazy hype. I recently started using this again and I realized why I love this one so much. You want to apply this with the applicator it came with. Your makeup is locked, foolproof all day long. You can sweat, go for a festival. This is the foundation that you want to use for an event. Anywhere that you have a long day wear, this is going to be your best friend. You apply this and you can set it and forget it for the rest of the day. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. Your skin does not feel that you have a caked on face at all with this. It feels still very breathable. My go-to for events. This is the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. This is the one that launched this year, the newest formula. This one reminds me a lot of the Shape Tape, but it's a little bit creamier. Still has a really beautiful coverage. It does what it claims. It says it's creaseless. You do not see your creases at all with this. Just applies flawlessly underneath your under eyes. I have fallen back in love with this NYX Bare With Me Serum Concealer. This concealer easily passes up for a high-end concealer. It has a serum consistency, a lot of nice skincare components to it. I think this is the best drugstore concealer. It's hard for me to find drugstore concealers that actually work, like high-end ones. This here, it literally reminds me of the Shape Tape. This will give you a medium to full coverage quickly, and it applies just flawlessly. It doesn't accentuate my under eyes. I don't see any lines, any wrinkles, nothing with this. For me, this just feels like high-end. The Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, you guys, this feels like skincare. Most skin tints don't give me the amount of coverage that I want. I don't want to apply a skin tint that doesn't give me any coverage at all, if you know what I mean. I always want some sort of coverage. I just think this has the perfect coverage, that light medium coverage. Blends flawlessly on the skin. You can go in with your hands and your fingers. After a few minutes, it mattifies a little bit. Even though it says hydrator, you're not going to be greasy, you're not going to be glowy. You're going to be like that really nice soft matte. Like, this feels like a foundation, like a nice lightweight foundation. I will always recommend this for any beginner makeup, and the best part, it is only $6. So I'm sure you've seen this brush everywhere. This is the Mario F4 brush. This is the best blush brush and bronzer blush. This is what I love for cream blush. It just hugs your cheeks in the most perfect way, giving it that perfect pigment payoff. The bristles are perfectly dense. It just has that perfect shape. This brush was meant for blush. Cream blush, liquid blush, and I love that you can also contour with this. You have a smaller side that you can really concentrate the pigment there. You can even contour your nose with it, like a little bit here. It is all around a versatile brush, and the way that this applies the blush, there's just no brush like this. I have fallen back in love with this primer here. This one is from Milani, Supercharged Dewy Primer. It is a dewy primer, so you're gonna get that juiciness to your skin, and it just feels so moisturizing. It subtly dries down to a little bit of a sticky texture, but it's not too much. Every single time that I apply my makeup on top of this, it just looks glowing and beautiful. My favorite subject is blush. It's Patrick Ta. It is worth every penny. Yes, these are about $40, but you're getting so much of it. You're getting your powder and your cream blush. The formula, you guys, there's no formula out there like this. You can't go wrong with this blush, especially this color here. This one's in the shade Not Too Much, which is the perfect everyday blush. This is what I will take with me to go traveling if I'm traveling for work. It's exactly what it says it is, not too much. It just gives your cheeks a beautiful color. It looks different on the cheeks than it does here. This is all around the most beautiful, versatile blush. It's always gonna be a staple. This has been my #1 go-to blush this entire year. This one has been the favorite pink blush. This one is the Nude Sticks Matte Sun Kissed Pink blush. The perfect rosy mauve pink. Like, look at that pink. It is like the perfect pink for the cheeks. I love the nice subtle dew that it gives. We all go through eras. That was our pretty pop bubblegum era. But then, you know, there was the cherry girl era, and I don't think the cherry girl will ever go away. This here is the perfect dupe for the Milk, the jelly tints. I think this has an even nicer formula because this one is easier to blend out because it is a liquid formula. This one is the Pretty Smart Liquid Cheap and Lick Stain. This was in the shade Blossom. What I love most about this one is that beautiful cherry red undertone that it has. Look at how beautiful that is, and it blends so nicely into the skin. You don't have to be super careful with it. It's not overly pigmented. It gives your cheeks that gorgeous sun-kissed look that you just got off of the beach. Like you see, it goes on very cooling, and it's just so easy to blend out with a brush. Just literally a perfect cheek stain. You can find this at Walmart. This is so affordable. L'Oreal came out with these Lumi blushes. This one's in the shade Rich Coral. Look at this blush, you guys. Perfect for the springtime. Look how beautiful that is, just to give you your cheeks a little pop of spring. I just love a blush that you don't have to be so careful with it. You can just build it out to the way that you want it to. This is it. Look at that beautiful coral color. Obsessed, obsessed. So NYX came out with these butter blushes this year, and this one is the only one that I love from the line. This one's in the shade Butter Together. It's not too much. It's gorgeously shimmery. It is the most gorgeous baby doll pink. It does have a beautiful sheen to it. Blends like a powder, but like a cream at the same time. It just has the most gorgeous baby doll pink. e.l.f. came out with these liquid contour and also liquid bronzers. This one's in the shade Light Clair. This is the perfect tone that's not too warm, not too neutral. These blend out so nicely, and this does both the job of a contour and a bronzer. For me, my skin tone, this one is my absolute favorite one. I'm so glad I selected this one. When it comes to contouring and bronzing, I like a blend of both. The perfect tone. I love this one. I have fallen in love with this L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer. This was in the shade 350 Medium, very warm. However, the formula, you guys, this blends so easily. You can bronze with this, you can contour. I like to use this for bronzer. This one blends in like a dream. The One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This is the perfect all-around setting powder. It doesn't make you feel matte. It doesn't make you feel chalky. It's smooth. It blurs out everything. I love using this for setting underneath my eyes, setting it all over the face. It just gives your face a beautiful veil, covers all of the pores, all of the textures, all of the lines. Feels very nice and silky. The Maybelline Falsies Surreal Mascara. I had no idea about this mascara until I was scrolling around TikTok. Is it really that big of a deal? Until I tried it for myself. Oh my god, you guys, the formula. The wand hugs all of your lashes and beautifully separates them. They look natural, but they liften and they lengthen super quickly in 1 to 2 coats. It is viral for such a good reason. I'm just gonna talk about this really dirty sponge for a minute. This is the Eco Tools. It's just a blending sponge. It is just the bounciest little sponge. This is already wet and dampened. This has been my go-to sponge, more so than the Beauty Blender. It just has a perfect size. It's not small. The Beauty Blender just tends to be a little smaller. So this one blends in your makeup super quickly. That's what I love about it. And it just has the perfect shape. It's flat on this side and pointy. You can really get underneath your under eyes to apply your concealer. It's so squishy. It's so nice. It doesn't soak up too much of the product, and it's very affordable. It's just so nice and squishy. I'm obsessed. My #1 lip oil. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I thought it was gonna be the e.l.f. lip oils, but no. Wet n Wild here, they came through for e.l.f. and they said, e.l.f. get out of the way because I'm coming in with a much better lip oil than yours. The e.l.f. lip oils, I love them, okay? Don't get me wrong. These lip oils have even more pigment. They feel more long lasting than the e.l.f. ones. This one's in the shade Merlot Glass. Look at the applicator. The formula is so nice and glossy. It is not a sticky formula. I just think they perform better than the e.l.f. ones, and they are a little bit cheaper. They're about $6 and the e.l.f. ones are about $8. And for lipstick, this was like a one-time try and I absolutely fell in love with the formula. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick. This was in the shade Spice, which is the most beautiful brown lipstick. It is just such a nice, creamy, warm brown shade. Has a perfect amount of pigment. It's not matte, it's not too drying. This has been my favorite drugstore formula. This shade in particular is gorgeous. They have these in so many different shades. Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with these liquid velvet lipsticks. They killed it with this formula. I have never seen a formula quite like this. This one here, by the way, is in the shade Cool Brown, which is the most stunning, perfect autumn brown. These feel very moussey. The matte liquid lipsticks that they had before were super drying, and usually matte liquid lipsticks tend to be very drying, but this formula, it doesn't do that. No, no, no. Your lips feel hydrated in a weird way because they're matte. They don't settle into the lines of your lips. Look at that gorgeous whipped formula. It just feels so nice, and these come in so many different shades. It's that lipstick right there. Lastly, we have one eyeshadow palette, the Revolution. The True Icon palette has become a staple in my collection. I have tons of eyeshadow palettes, but there's something about this one that really stands out to me. These sparkles, these mattes, it's everything. It is $12. Patrick Ta has an exact palette like this, $70. This was $12. You guys, this performs literally like high-end. These shades are the perfect shades for me for my everyday. The mattes are just so creamy, just blend so flawlessly. These feel nice and smooth. Get ready for the sparkle. Look at that sparkle, you guys. These are the most gorgeous buttery sparkles. I mean, they feel so smooth. I love how every single eyeshadow performs. It does have also 2 cream shades. This here has been my everyday palette this year. That completes my 2024 favorites video. I hope that you found this video helpful. I will for sure be carrying all of these things with me to 2025. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like the video if you like it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.